You're legit. What actually took you to prison? Yes. So I actually went to prison right in Lagos, Kirikiri Correctional Center, and I spent 3 weeks in prison. Even though I'm still looking this fresh, but I went to prison. First of all, what took me to prison?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, great Biafrans. This is Star News TV. Welcome to this episode where we'll be discussing on the Nigerian state. We'll be discussing the impunity of the Nigerian state. We'll be discussing the impunity of the law enforcement agencies of the Nigerian state. Many a times when people complain, many a times when the IPOB members complain, many a times when indigenous peoples of Nigeria complain, many people do not understand what they are passing through. Many people may not really know what the Nigerian people are passing through. And as such, I want to use the experience of Blessing CEO as a case study today. This video is a very long video, but I want all of you to listen carefully. And as we watch this video, we're going to be analyzing the video and let you understand what the Nigerian state is all about. Innocent civilians, innocent indigenous persons of this country are being humiliated, are being harassed, are being bullied, and the government does nothing. And actually, the government are completely involved in this impunity and this harassment and this, inhumane treatment to her citizens. Look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how they broke the international laws to kidnap him from Kenya to Nigeria. And after so many courts of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria has called for the reason and actually ruled and discharged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, the former president of Nigeria, just the past president of Nigeria, failed to release this man and used his executive powers to still hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in prison up to this day. And one would think that the new president who comes in will see the plights, will see the challenges of the Nigerian state as it is today, and at least to release Nnamdi Kanu. Release the innocent man who has been released by a competent law, not just a competent law, but two competent or three competent laws in this country. Yet, everybody remains mute. Everybody remains quiet. The only thing Enugu state governor can come out to do is to come out and spew rubbish and spew gibberish talking about sit at home. I want to ask the Enugu state governor, Mr. Mba, what brought about sit at home? Did sit at home just start just like that? Sit at home never started like that. Something brought about this sit at home and civil disobedience. One is because Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and renditioned into this country unlawfully. Secondly, is that the indigenous persons and peoples of this country can no longer protest freely on the streets of the Nigerian state. Else, they will be killed and labeled one funny thing or the other. And as such, they decided that their next line of action is to sit at home to show the government that they are not in line, they are not in sync, they are not happy with the country, with the government, and with how the country is being run. Yet, yet, these people just, play deaf ears to all these concerns of the people. And when people sit at home, you come and say you will force them to come out. You would force them to come out. This is evil. Address the problem. In economics or in whatever they call it, they have this law of, root cause. Have you done your research? Have you done your investigation? What is the root cause? There's nobody in Nigeria that will say he doesn't understand the root cause of this sit at home. What is the root cause? Has this root cause been addressed? Let us listen to Blessings You, and you would understand the impunity of the Nigerian states even better. And you would know that the peoples of Nigeria are suffering seriously in this country. And not just the peoples of Nigeria, you would understand that this, evil treatment, this inhuman treatment is skewed to a particular region. It is actually skewed to a particular region. And what region is that? South region and southeastern region of this country. Whether you like it or not, those of you, some of them who are in the south region that are claiming that are not Biafrans, you are Biafrans and they see you as Biafrans. Most of these businesses that are owned by Biafrans are owned by Southerners and Southeasterners. What is even South? They are all people of the old Eastern region. But they just use state creation to divide everybody. Because they have seen that the people with the full force that are marching actually with the anger and the power and the spirit of Biafra is actually more in the people of the southeast, and that is why they have created this. That's why the president say a dot in a circle. They went and tried to create and try to force the Igbo people into a particular region and carve out certain other regions to say, okay, these people are no longer Southeast, they can now be called South. But actually, they are people of the old Eastern region. And the police are evil, the police are everything rubbish, everything evil you can think of is what you can use to qualify the police. Listen to this lady, Blessing CEO, and you would hear her ordeal.
I'm going to start from the beginning, in as much as the case is in court, but I'm going to give you guys a little tip of how I got there. Because there is a misconception on the media, when these bloggers want to tell stories, they write different types of concussion, to feed you guys just for entertainment. But here I want to state the honest fact of exactly what happened, what transpired, for those of you who would learn so that you can learn something out of it. First of all, I'm a certified relationship therapist. I have my license. And most times I like to talk about trending issues because oftentimes people have to base their understanding when you can use other people as illustration. So oftentimes when celebrity stories break out or stories break out, I pick it as illustration to actually pass my message. That's what I've been doing on the media. That was how I got these famous. I'm a very factual woman. Unfortunately, in the society that we found ourselves, they say we are not supposed to say the truth. We are supposed to be constructive. We are supposed to paint the lies. We are supposed to make society feel good about themselves. Because they say a lot of people are not strong enough to take the truth. But like I always say, everybody is not meant for me. I have my audience. And my audience are the strong people who are strong enough to absorb the honest truth. Because it's only when you know the truth that you can be without harming this.
So yes, he's just trying to give a rundown on what actually happened before the arrest. Now I'm going to take it forward to where she started talking about the arrest proper. What is going on? Oh, what's delaying this?
I've never heard of the name before. Maybe because I'm not the Lagos G. So the G started flying around, and the media started dragging. When the media started dragging, I decided to let the matter be. I kept quiet about it. I said, okay, see, turn the narrative into something else. Let me do my job privately and see how I can assist this man in my own way, because I know a lot of things that have happened behind closed doors. So from that period, I kept quiet and went about my business. So one day, I got the WhatsApp message from a strange number. And when I opened the WhatsApp message, it was an invitation from the Nigerian Police Force, Anti Yaba. Immediately I got the message. The person just sent me the letter without any word. I called the number. I said, "Who are you?" He said, "It's an IPO. His name is so and so person. He's from Panti, that I'm invited. That is a case that he would like my inputs." I said, "Fine." I wasn't in town as of that period. I told him as soon as I come into town, I am going to come see the police, because the letter was very, very official and cordial and warm. I'm going to put the letter on this video. So I was not around. So the IPO kept calling me. I told him, "Don't worry, once I come into town, I don't run from police. I'm a public figure and I've worked with the police before." So when I came into town, I called my lawyer and my personal assistant and we drove to Banti. When I got there, I realized that somebody had reported me at the homicide session. They gave me the petition that was written against me. The person accused me of, conniving with the late woman's husband to kill her. There were some very, very strong allegations. And I asked the police officer, this person that wrote this stuff, does this person understand that there's also an implication for false allegation, that you're lying on somebody? Because I know I've never met this woman before and I don't know them from Adams. He asked me to write my statements. After writing my statements, I've never met them before. I don't even know this man in question. I don't even know this woman in question. Never met them before. The story was just an internet story. I dropped my own opinion. I wrote my statements and they granted me bail. And I left. So they gave us another date to come because the woman in question wasn't available the day I came. She's based in Abuja. So we called her. We fixed the general dates and she agreed to the dates. On that date, I came with my lawyer. Before I got to the police station on that very fateful day, the IPO was already calling me. "Where are you, madam? The complainant has been here." Like, I told him, "Please, I'm sorry. I'm coming all the way from the island. And if you're coming from the island to the mainland, you should understand the hold up." I kept apologizing. He kept calling me, "Where are you?" I told him I'm on my way until I finally got to Bansi. When I got to Bansi, I apologized. The hold up, I was with my lawyer. And I asked, "Where's the complainant? Can we start. I even want to set my eyes on this person that is, heaping this huge allegation on me, and I've never met this person before. So we're still talking when a young man walked up to me. I said, "Good afternoon, ma." I said, "Good afternoon." He said, "My name is so and so. This case has been transferred to Abuja." I looked at the IP and I asked him, "Why didn't you tell me the case has been transferred to Abuja? Why did you make me come all the way here?" That was when I knew that money has exchanged hands.
Now, this is the point, another point where I want to come in. If you listen carefully to her, they invited her to Banti police station in Lagos. And when she got there, they told her that the case has been transferred to Abuja. Why didn't they give her the information that this case had been transferred to Abuja? Why bringing her to Banti? Now, she rightly said that it was at this point that she knew that money has exchanged hands. This is what I want you to understand, that every citizen in Nigeria, forget what the media is painting. Every person in Nigeria knows Nigeria is corrupt and knows that money controls this government, knows that money controls the law enforcement agencies. Once you have the money, you will control these people, and that is why impunity and corruption and evil thrives in Nigeria. The country is so messed up with corruption, impunity, bribery that if you are not corrupt, you cannot survive the nation. It's a very corrupt nation, very, very corrupt nation. And every citizen of the country has known it. And this is gradually changing it has given a kind of paradigm shift in the negative direction of the Nigerian people's minds, because it has so deal with the Nigerian people's mind that people now see corruption as a way of life. To succeed in a country that is filled with corruption, that it is so mad that without corruption you can't really excel. Now let us continue with her story.
And there was a game plan to this. It was no longer a police case. It was now a case of drama and script. So I sat down and allowed them play their drama. The police officer who walked up to me and said the matter was transferred to Abuja was nice. He was civil. He engaged me in a conversation while they were trying to transfer the file. I waited. And my lawyer asked him, "Why are you people transferring the case, and why is Blessing still here? You guys can do your whole case transfer. Invite us when we come to Abuja." He appealed and we should wait. And there's some certain documents I have to sign. I said, "No problem." We spent almost the whole day at the police station that day. When they were done transferring the file, they took me to the Ikeja, the police station. And that
Now, one thing, sorry to come in abruptly, one thing I want everybody listening to me to understand this hour is that look carefully and observe the Nigerian state carefully. The people who are suffering this impunity, this evil, the people who are targeted, the people who have been, these people have been, targeted for, evil, for harm, for whatever crime that this country has to place on its citizens is the people of the southeastern region and south southern region, the people of the old eastern region known as Biafra. Look at the Eze of Ajao Estate in Lagos. Look at how his case was treated. Look at Nnamdi. Look at how his case was treated. Look at every other Igbo person. Look at how their case were treated. But look at the Northerners. Look at the Fulanis. Not even merely the Northerners, the Fulanis. Look at their case. Look at Kiari, the evil cop. When last have you heard of him? When last have you heard of his case? Before you know it, it will die a natural death. I'm telling you, it will die a natural death. This is the evil going on in this country, and people are blind to it. Look at just yesterday, the business places of Igbo people in Abuja was demolished, and our people are still behaving as though they are foolish and childish And what will you classify these people as? How have we been some become so docile that it gets to a point where we are being pushed to the wall, and our only option, instead of normal people who when you push them to the wall, they will now react. Our own is when you push us to the wall, we will break the wall and run away through the opening from the wall. What is wrong with the people of the Old Eastern region? We used to be a very strong people. We used to be a very, energetic people. We used to be a people of strong will, a people of, you know, bravery. What has happened to us? It is time we bring back our old self. Let us continue this video.
Was when the second police officer told me I was under arrest. My lawyer said, for what? She's been granted bail. And she came to the police station. How are you arresting her in the police station? So, the police officer gave me another charge. Another petition was written to me by the complainant. This time, she had abandoned the first case of saying I was part of the people who murdered her sister with the husband and all that. And she has switched to cyberbullying and cyber stalking. And I asked the police officers, what happened to the first case? I thought we were supposed to continue. They said, let me just write my statement. I wrote my statement. After writing my statement, the police told me I was under arrest. My lawyer was laughing. He said, why would you arrest her? You picked this woman from the police station, right? When she came to the police station, right? Why are you arresting her? Why not invite her the way you invited her before and she came? They said, it's order from above. I said, who gave you that order? Who is breaching my fundamental human right?
Listen to another point that she raised here. Order from above. This is the Nigerian language. If you live in this country, you would understand what this lady is talking about. You would understand what this lady is talking about. Order from above. A case that should be handled by the laws of the nation, you begin to hear order from above. An order from above will circumvent every other law, with rubbish the Nigerian law, with rubbish due process of a case, just because it is order from above. This is the Nigeria that we are in, and we must leave this country. We must break away from this country.
You did not hold me down for allegation of murder and killing somebody, and you are holding me down for cyberbullying. I don't understand, because homicide session is more serious than this session you are taking me to. I don't understand. The police officers were getting a bit aggressive, and I told my lawyer, it's fine. No problem. He detained me till the next morning. The next morning, he took me straight to Abuja with Valley Jets Airline. We landed in Abuja at about 12, and we went straight to their office. Meanwhile, the complainant was already defaming me. I didn't know that while I was in Panti, going upstairs, the IPO had videoed me from the back and given to the complainant to give to bloggers to post. It was already trending that I was arrested, I was locked up, I was jailed, my nyash is leaking. Offense. Good. The police officer said, okay, they have to grant me bail because they sure know I didn't do anything. So they were trying to rush the conversation so that I don't sleep in the station. Because at that point, my lawyers were ready to sue. So the police gave us another date to come and granted me bail. Before we left the gathering, I said to the IPO who was seated right beside me, I said, this woman seated right here does not want justice for her late sister. What she wants is clout. Those were my words to the police officer. The police officer said, how do I know? And I told the police officer, as we are seated here right now, this woman has taken a picture of me. And this woman has given the bloggers my picture. Right in the police station, she took a picture beside the IPO. No, In as much as you might be laying some allegations against me, don't breach my fundamental human rights. You can't be accusing me of defaming you and cyberbullying you while you are actually the one cyberbullying me. I have never taken pictures of you before. I have never insulted you before. I have never snapped you one on one before. I have never recorded you before. Why are you the one bringing police, arresting me, and still recording me at the same time and defaming me in the minds of bloggers? That was what I kept wondering. How come this woman is using the law, yet she's still a clown? Choose one. If you go to the police, it simply means you trust the police enough to get you justice. Why are you clouting? Why are you taking pictures of me? Why are you declaring me a criminal online when I'm not a criminal? Police have not declared me a criminal. You laid an allegation against me. The police is still investigating. You are snapping me right in front of police officers and giving it to bloggers. I quickly called the police officer. Immediately I saw my picture. The police officer said, "Oh no, it's not possible. We're going to do something." We didn't do anything. I said, "Okay." Within that period, I felt ill because I slept in the police cell and mosquito had bitten me. So the next time they invited me to Abuja, I couldn't come. So I reached out to the police officers and sent them my doctor's report that I wasn't feeling too well. They actually sent their regards and chose another day. They gave me 20th to come. During that 20th they gave me was after election, after the Xmas period. I appealed to them that, we have traveled to the village, we have spent money, and the road is rough now. Why don't you fix a more suitable date? And I'm not financially buoyant because everything happened in Lagos and this woman took this case to Abuja. I have to fly myself because we did not just serve the IPO, we served it directly to their boss. So he was upset. That was when the story changed. I reached out to my lawyer, and my lawyer said, "We are going to sue for my fundamental human right." We actually sued the police and sued the woman in question for 50 million naira for breaching my fundamental human right. We actually served the police, we served the woman in question, and that was where the game changed. Immediately we sued the police and sued the woman. That was when police got angry. The IPO actually called my lawyer and was saying different types of stuff because we did not just serve the IPO, we served it directly to their boss. So he was upset. That was when the story changed. Immediately, they blanked me off. My lawyer had already told me, for you to sue police, you have to prepare because they will come for you.
Now, did you hear what the lawyer of this lady said to her? Before you sue the police, you must be prepared because they will come for you. Now, coming for you, are they coming with facts? No, they will not come with facts. They will come with propaganda and they will come with all manner of rubbish, all manner of lies against this lady. And if you think that this is happening just to this lady, you are joking. This is happening to every citizen of this country, every indigenous person of this country, especially the people of the old eastern region known as Biafra. They tag them all sort of names. They accuse them of all sort of, evil acts. They accuse them wrongly. They put them in station just to detain them, just to get one or two from them, just to, collect from them what is not actually theirs. You want these people before you can free them, you will tell them transfer 100,000 into this account, you use POS, transfer 200,000, transfer one. I saw a video one day where somebody was shouting that you should take me to the police station, take me to the and the police was dragging with the young man, and the young man was shouting, "Where you took me to, is it police station? Where you took me to, is it police? You took me to uncompleted building and you say you're taking me to police station. That place you took me, is it police station? And you asked me to transfer money with my ATM into your POS." This is what is happening in Nigeria. A country full of crime, evil, corruption, and impunity in the same time. At the same time, impunity, and everybody remains mute. I want to remind all of you that in the face of injustice, good people are supposed to speak up. And when good people fail to speak up, injustice continue and evil becomes norm.
But I didn't know that coming from me was going to be this fabricated drama. that he displayed on the internet. I said, I'm ready because you cannot watch another civilian breach my fundamental human. If it was police that snapped me, better. But a civilian like me cannot breach my fundamental human right and still be accusing me of defamation of character. I don't know the connection that you have or the money that have passed through different pockets. But no, you're not going to breach my fundamental human rights to my face. I'm enlightened enough to know when somebody is beginning to bully me. And that was what she was doing. So at that point, the police blanked me off. We tried to reach out to them to ask them when is the next meet. They never said anything. On a fateful day, after about a week or two, a strange number called me and I picked. He said, "Good afternoon, Mama. I have a letter from you from Ikoyi High Court." I said, "Okay. Where's your location?" I told him myself. Then I was in Ikeja. I told him to come to Ikeja. By the time the man had gotten to Ikeja, I had left Ikeja because it took him a while. Maybe he used bus or the Lagos hold up. So when he called me and told me he was in Ikeja, I apologized and told him, "I'm so sorry. I have left Ikeja. But this is what I would do because I know that I have inconvenienced you. Pick a cab. I will pay for it." I gave him my office address to bring the letter to my office. I texted the office address to him. I waited for him in the office for over an hour or two. He didn't show up. So I went for another meeting. By the time he got to my office 4 hours later, I was not around. When he got to my office, he called me and said, "Madam, I'm in your office." I said, "Oh, I have left the office. What took you so long?" He said, "Hold on." I told him, "Okay, good. Give it to my receptionist or give it to my personal assistant. He will sign on my behalf. Then send me your account number. Let me send you the money for the transport fare." He said, "No, that he said he has to give me the letter one on one." Wow. I started wondering what kind of letter did they want to give me one on one. I told him, "Okay, hold on." I called my personal assistant and said, "What's going on?" She said, "Ma, this man is holding camera. I don't know what he wants to do with the camera." I said, "Camera again?" That was when I suspected that it might be coming from the complainant because she always likes to snap and to video to defame me online. That's how she enjoys it when they are dragging necessarily on her behalf. But she doesn't know that for every time you take some actions, it also have implications. So I told the man that I'm not around, that he should come back some other time. And I also told the man that to get me on seats might be difficult because he says he stays on the mainland. I might be coming, you'll be going. And I have things that I'm doing. If you cannot drop it with my personal assistant or my receptionist, I will get my lawyer to come and pick it up from you. He said, "Okay." I called my lawyer and I sent the phone number to my lawyer and asked him, "Do you know this person?" He called and said, "Yes."
Let's get to the other video
He
where
called the number
she
and told the guy, "This
made
letter,
explanations,
I
further
want you to bring it to me. Or
explanations.
can I come and pick it? She's my client." The guy said no, that they instructed him that he must give it to me one on.
So there is a part 2 of this video. Okay, this is it.
Nobody told me I was under arrest. So immediately the police officer said I was invited to Ikoyi High Court. I already knew it was the case, but I didn't know what the case was about. Because immediately he said Ikoyi, the belief ring in my head that that letter was coming from Ikoyi High Court. If you noticed, I followed the police officers quietly. This woman was making videos of me, calling me names, insulting. Personal assistant phone to call. Girls are not here. My dad said I should be patient. It's a billable offense. I will get you. So I was patient. I was just watching the woman. The woman still kept.
So actually, this is what I wanted us to see
To Queen High Court to constitute nuisance.
because
She still came to Queen High Court to insult me and to brag. Listen, she said there
the
is a
evil
celebrity.
of the
Say
Nigerian
they are
state
not
is too
sure.
much.
Power pass power. Really? Yeah. See, complain and don't turn to threat of life. Oh, this woman kept threatening me and saying I should I was going to shoot you, Pepe. I told you I would take it to the grave. I told you I would take it to Kiki. I told you I would lock you up. Ah, she was bragging. I didn't say a word. It was my manager that noticed that she was videoing. You know when somebody's videoing, and she didn't put the camera to my face because she won't dare. She put it down. So my lawyer warned her, and she tried this in the high court. So they had to walk her out of the high court because she was constituting nuisance. Like police jack me. So yeah, now time to go to sleep. I was still smiling in the car, like it was like a joke. You know how people say deja vu. Like truly. So that was how I entered the Siena street. Immediately I got to prison, I was shocked. As they closed the prison gate, they now asked me to call anybody I have to call because they're going to call on my phone. So I had to call my manager, my PA to get me all my stuff that I needed, change of clothes. My lawyer said I shouldn't worry. He said, give me no offense. You understand? This is the least anybody can do to you to punish you. No problem. Down in Impunity Correctional Center. And I was still smiling. Funny enough, people actually thought, funny enough, I was still smiling. I was still smiling. My manager brought me my clothes, my things for shower, and all that. It was when they locked that Kiri Correctional Center that it dawned on me I was in prison. When they said, submit your phone, take off your dress, okay, I'm in prison. I think that was where tears dropped down my eye. All the while, I didn't see anything. Tears rolled down my eye. I'm like, wow.
Now, another thing I want us to understand here in all these stories and this narration that this woman is giving is that in the damnable zoological republic of Nigeria, that what goes on in that country is all evil, just evil upon evil. If you have money, you would just arrest anybody and lock the person up in the prison. If the person has nobody to help, that person remains in the prison. I have visited prisons severally, and I can tell you, if you see the people in Nigerian prisons, the way they beg, the way they explain their problems to you, the way they explain, some of them are there because one big man has just asked somebody to lock this person up, and an innocent person will be suffering in prison for nothing, something he knows nothing about. So many people are there because of, you know, it is if you go to the Nigerian prison and hear the people in that prison, you would tears will run down your eyes. You will weep for this nation. This nation is a cursed nation. Nigeria is a cursed nation. All we need is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. If you go into the prison and see people how they cry, and they tell you their plight, and they show you what, and they show you everything, evidence, and tell you how they got to that prison, you would shake your head and you would shed tears. This nation is messed up. People can just lock people up for no just reason because they are wealthy, because they have one connection or the other, because they want to oppress you, they will lock you up. And the law enforcement agencies who are supposed to protect you and protect your rights as a citizen of the country, they would be the one to, commit the crime the more. We live in a very corrupt and evil country. And may God help us and bless every Biafran agitator who is pushing hard for us to be liberated. I want to use this opportunity to send a special message and a special shout out to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Martinez in the person of Mazuzai Muleba, and all the cabinet members and everybody and the Biafra Republic government in homeland. the ESN and the Biafra Liberation Army, I want to send a very big shout out to you. Without you, all these killings that is going on in the northern part of Nigeria would be happening in our communities. We thank God now that the works of Simon Ekpa and his members is evident today in Biafra territory. You hardly hear of communities being attacked. It is just the military using their power and their free penetration to penetrate into these communities, claiming they are Nigerian military, they are law enforcement agencies, so they can enter anywhere. But then, when they commit their evil, the defense force of the Biafra are also fighting them. And that is where I commend Mazi Simon Ekpa. I thank you so much, our Prime Minister. Jide nke iji maka asị onye asị ya jide nke oji, o nwere ife ọ na-eme. O nwere ife ọ na-eme. O nwere ife ọ na-eme. Our Igbo people, mụrụ n'anya. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Ana m ekwu ha na-ele m anya. Ana m ekwu fa na-ele m anya. You think this is a joke? Let us continue.
I felt defeated. I felt intimidated. I felt bullied. That night was hell. I cried all through the night like a little. I wept. I couldn't sleep. I was crying. I was weeping. In fact, the next morning, people in prison actually thought it was me. I cried. I've never wept like that in a very long time. I wasn't crying because I was feeling pain. I was crying because I felt defeated, intimidated, but doing nothing. You know that point you got the wish say, I actually wish I defamed this woman. I actually wish I did. As I'm here, I'll be here happily. I know that I did something. I didn't do anything. I didn't even say, the woman defamed me, bullied me, and still brought me to prison. Interesting. Oh, okay. The next morning, that was when they were supposed to do the admission and officially admit us, write our names, because we got to prison quite late. So it was people who were supposed to do the admission had gone home. It was in the morning, people started seeing me. Oh my God, let me see you. What are you doing here? Let me see you. I said, cyber stalking, cyber bullying. I had fun. Oh my God, I love you guys. Wherever you guys are, don't worry. For those of you who I'm coming through for most of you, okay? Like I said, everybody in prison are not great now. Some people are victim of circumstances, businesses go wrong, one thing. If person one wicked, you not go Nigeria. Now police, and you use the wicked person. Yes, because police will throw you inside prison before hearing from you. They will throw you inside cell before hearing from you. They will break the law before you get to court. You know they will put you in prison before court will not give you bail and hear you. Court doesn't give you bail. Court have not heard you. Police will probably put you in prison, you still in prison.
No, you heard what she said. They don't follow due process. They will first put you in prison and they don't follow the due process. They don't follow the law any longer in Nigeria. They don't follow the law again in Nigeria. This is another person who giving you this narrative, recent narrative of what she passed through in the hands of Nigerian police. Check out what they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And some people will come out, all your concern is how to fight the Biafran people, how to fight Simon Ekpa, what is the problem with some people? What is the problem? I have taken time to observe and monitor what these people are saying and what they are saying against Simon Ekpa and all that. And I was like, are you kidding me? Emeka Livingstone, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Like, are you for real? Are you being real now, Mr. Man? How can you come out to say that Simon Ekpa said that he would embrace, even if it's the devil, he's going to meet the devil to get Biafra, and because of that, you are against him? That is your evidence against him, that he has lost the way. Are you for real? And so you did not hear Simon Ekpa when he said that to get this Biafra, he is going to fight whoever is going to fight Biafra, even if it's to make friends with your enemies to fight you. That he's going to make friends with your enemies to fight you to get Biafra. So you do not understand by going to the devil means that he is going to devise every means to ensure that we win this battle and make sure that Biafra is liberated. I don't know a man of your level would come to social media, to public, and spew such gibberish. Sometimes when I watch Emeka Livingstone recently, I just shake my head in utter disbelief because I don't expect such level of ignorance from a man that I formerly presumed he was, filled with wisdom. Just imagine. Foolish people grow old. Oh, what a word. What a word. Corruption, evil, betrayal, sabotage. It's evil. It will make you look like like a madman in the public. Emeka Livingstone, if you are listening to me, go back and listen to your broadcast. See what people are saying about you. See the comments. Don't delete comments, because if you go to his comment section, you will see 50 or 100 comments. But when you click to see the comments, you are seeing only 2 or 3 comments. He has deleted the other 40 something comments of their friends. Now leaving his co-saboteurs. We now leave his co-saboteurs. You think we don't know what you are doing? Evil people everywhere, mad people everywhere, mad people everywhere. Oh, may God help us in this country, because this is exactly what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is passing through in that dungeon. This is exactly what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is passing through in that dungeon. Evil, sabotage by the same people you are fighting for. The same people you are fighting for. Now, I want to show you something from one of these broadcasts. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. You would see a confession of a Biafran. You would hear the confession of a Biafran. And you will know the evil of this nation.
In today's
You will know the evil of
environment,
those people who call themselves Biafrans. You will see their evil. These people are evil.
Analyze it and present it to Biafrans, the significance of being listed on that, top list of Donald Trump's endorsement for 2024. Many countries, like presidents, many organizations are going to endorse.
It's not actually this video I'm looking for.
International politicians, if they are like
there's another video I'm looking for. It's not this one.
The good news is that we are going to be.
It's not this one. I think it should be that of question and answer, where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa entertained question and answer. I think this is the video. This is the video. You would see the evil in people who call themselves Biafra agitators.
But what baffles me is the presence of the zoo in that location that it is unbelievable. Only you can do that. At times, let I just probably throw this to you. At times when I look at you, you're not a human being.
I think, was that live? Was that live? I think.
You are clothed in this miry clay, but totally something unique with the spirit and mind of God. You're not a human being. Because I'm going to tell you, just believe what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I can't understand it. It's only you. Tell me
Please,
today.
Biafrans, I want to
And
get a
that is
video.
what
There's a
has been
particular
killing all
video
those
I'm
guys,
looking for.
especially those fake pastors. You know one thing the Spirit of God put into me. You know,
Okay,
you have
that should
gone
be a live
through
video.
battles from one to two, from Chika, from Shaboro, and then you have named them from A to Z. You have gone to the height, to Ohanese, to blah, 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 you know, to Tinubu, and name it. On the airport road in Abuja.
There's a particular
Now
video I'm looking
you
for.
have opportunity.
A particular video I'm looking for. I can't really find that video, but
Life and freedom. That's why we are doing everything to make sure.
I can't really find that video, but Biafrans, the major thing in that video is actually that someone called and was complaining about how he met some persons in the United States then when Trump was doing his a campaign then, and he met certain people and they promised him that they are going to do something. They gave him their contacts and told him to reach out to them. And because of the command and control, he had to reach out to his superior to get to the people at the helm of affairs, most likely get to Nnamdi Kanu. And then his superior just, sat on all this very juicy development that will propel the Biafra agitation to another whole new level. This is the evil of the people of Biafra, the saboteurs within us. And that is why I support Simon Ekpa fully when he is weeding off all these saboteurs, because without weeding off these people, you are going nowhere. You are going nowhere. These people will continue to bring you down. They will continue to bring you down. Now, let me show you one of the achievements of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Another achievement of Mazi Simon Ekpa. But these people that are claiming to be fighting for Biafra will not show you. They are always fighting against Simon Ekpa, but they will not show you the winnings of Simon Ekpa. How Simon Ekpa has been propelling the Biafra liberation to international communities. Now, this is the response of the European Union to Simon Ekpa. Dear sir, on behalf of the Secretary General of the European Parliament, I hereby confirm that we have received your electronic petition on the expired tenure of the amalgamation of the Southern and Northern Protectorates into one Nigeria of 12th of May, June, I think 12th of June 2023. That should be May. 12th 05 is May. Yes, I'm correct. 12th of May 2023. Now, your petition has been registered under number. This was, sealed. Please keep this number and mention it in any further correspondence on this subject. We have forwarded your petition to the European Parliament's Committee on Petitions, which will inform you in written which will inform you in writing about its decision once it has been taken. Please be aware, however, that because of the large number of petitions that the European Parliament receives every year, the procedure for consideration of a petition may take some time. Petitions, once registered, shall, as a general rule, become public documents. Therefore, on the reverse side, please find the European Parliament's privacy statement concerning the protection of your personal data. Now, this is a letter sent to Mazi because of the petition he wrote about the amalgamation of the Southern and Northern Protectorates of Nigeria, claiming that the Nigerian state has expired, and which is true, the Nigerian state has expired. Now, these are the winnings, these are the international awareness that Simon Ekpa is creating. And somebody is somewhere saying that Simon Ekpa is doing nothing. Somebody is somewhere deceiving Biafrans. Instead of fighting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, fighting for the Biafra liberation, fighting to let the international community see the plight of the Biafran people. They are now facing Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa has become the Biafra that these people are fighting for. Look at what Simon Ekpa is doing. Look at the offices he is opening. The liaison offices is opening in so many countries. Look at the ID card. Look at the passport, the international passport and driving license. These are things. Look at the police department. Look at the health department. Look at everything that this man has been organizing and putting in place. Why can't you see the future? Why can't you see truth and call it truth? Why would you see blue and call it black? Evil people. Evil people. This man is organizing and putting things in place such that once we are ready to fight and once we declare Biafra, we have things put in place to represent us and to speak for us everywhere in the world. We have things to present to the international community to let them know that we are ready to govern ourselves. But these people will sit at a place and begin to rant and talk rubbish and think that the Biafran people do not reason and think that the Biafran people do not have sense of their own. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu always say, speak the truth and the Biafran people will follow you. If you lie, they will know. They are very intelligent that they will discover your lies. That is why you see, once you leave Simon Ekpa, once you begin to fight against Simon Ekpa, the Biafran people already know the truth and you will begin to die a natural death. It is irreversible. It is given that once you fight Simon Ekpa, you begin to see your downfall. As long as Simon Ekpa remains on the path of truth, and some of you, even at this point, you do not understand, you do not know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in support of what Simon Ekpa is doing. These people will come with propaganda and all of that sort. But if you are truly a supporter of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you would know that wherever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, he is fully in support of what Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing. And on this note, I want to thank the Biafran people and I want to say that whatever you do and wherever you are, continue to stand for the truth and stand for the Biafran people. We shall win and we are winning. Udo Diruno, thank you for listening.